are live, it seems. Great, great, yes. Thank you, someone answered the question for me. We are indeed live. Welcome to another day here in Tokyo. Another sunny and hot day. I am in Ikebukuro. From here I plan to work to Otsuka, which is the next station on the Yamanote line, where I will be getting my second vaccine shot in a little over an hour from now. So today's stream won't be super long, but I hope it will be enjoyable anyway. It won't be super long, but it will be super hot. It's currently 33 degrees here and 52% humidity. So humidity is still just like yesterday. The humidity is bearable. Also, before I continue, I want to say thanks to Bit of a Wonder, who is my mega sponsor, mega supporter. His help means a lot to this channel. Bit of a Wonder makes walking videos from the US, all kinds of beautiful places. So if you think that's something you would enjoy, then I highly recommend that you check his page, which is linked in the video description. But for now, yeah, let's walk. It's a Saturday here in Tokyo, noon. A lot of people out and about. The station, Ikebukuro station, where I came from just now, was very crowded. And like, people often say that Shinjuku is so complicated and the most difficult station in Tokyo, but to me I would say Ikebukuro is far more complicated, mainly because I don't really go to Ikebukuro very often, so I never learn the layout of that station. But I think it's the second or third largest station in Tokyo, so I guess it has the right to be somewhat convoluted and confusing. You see, we have these nice anime clouds today again. The weather has been quite, I mean, the heat is yeah, it's hot, but other than that, the weather has been quite nice, both today and yesterday. So, yeah. Since I don't have too much time, I'm kind of not gonna be idling around Ikebukuro for too long, even though it is a pretty vivid and interesting area. I would love to show you more of this part of town, but maybe I will have to save that for a later stream. Today we have to focus on walking to Otsuka. Are you going to Sunshine City? No, I'm not. I'm going to a clinic in Otsuka to get vaccinated. So no visits, no time to visit Sunshine City today. But since the second shot has a tendency to knock some people out for a while, I figured out it's probably safer to do this today's stream before I get it, because maybe I will be relaxing at home for the rest of the day. We'll see how my body handles this shot. And no time for a beer o'clock today. I don't think it's a good idea to drink beer before you get vaccinated anyway, so sorry about that. The thing is, like I said, I'm not so familiar with Ikebukuro, so I don't really know the way, but I think Sunshine should be this way. So Sunshine is a pretty iconic high-rise building here in Ikebukuro, because it's very old. It was one of the first truly high-rise buildings. I think you can see the top of it behind this glass building. And I'm basically gonna pass that building and continue to the northeast. But it looks like they do this thing when they shut down the streets for traffic. I think one of the main streets here in Ikebukuro is actually down here. So let's walk down a block. George Lopez, you had chills and headache after the first shot. I see. Yeah, some people get that as well, I guess. but from what I've heard, it's more common to get kind of more, I wouldn't say severe, but more severe than from the first shot, usually when you get the second one. So we'll see how my weak body will handle this. It's gonna be interesting for sure. I only had a bit of a sore arm after my first shot, but that was very minor, and went away within, I think I felt it the day after, but 2 days after it was pretty much gone. So yeah, here's one of the main shopping streets here in Ikebukuro. It's a pretty big area though, so there's a lot of shopping streets around here. Thanks everyone for joining me yesterday. That turned out to be a pretty great walk actually yesterday. I had a lot of fun, and it seems like you, my dear viewers, enjoyed it quite a lot as well. How about Game Shop? All closed? No, everything is open. There's a game center there, the Sega one. It's open and operating as usual. So nothing's really closed here in Japan, other than the shops that has gone bankrupt because of the pandemic. But other than that, everything is operating as usual. And yes, someone mentioned protests on the news. There was quite a lot of people protesting in around the stadium yesterday. It was. As you all know by now, the Olympics is a pretty decisive thing, and many people here, including myself, is strongly against it. So many people with umbrellas. What's the temperature there? The temperature is, I just did a weather check in the beginning of the stream. Here's another one, 33 degrees. Yeah, you wonder if that guy I bumped into yesterday feels hangover today. I think he would be. He was pretty drunk yesterday. So if he's not hangover today, he's very strong. By the way, for those wondering, yes, I am wearing pink shorts today, so you can feel safe and comfort in knowing that. Because I know someone would ask sooner or later anyway. Lots of gachapon here in front of this konbini. So we are, I think I passed this street after I got the first shot as well. So we're passing this area called Otome, which is kind of like the female Akihabara for females. So there's lots of books here selling anime and manga. How should I phrase this? Anime manga, which is not really for children, that involves primarily men doing things to other men, which is quite popular. usually called boys love in Japanese, or yaoi. Massive intersection here above me. There's like what, three levels of highway. Pretty cool. Men for men. But men with men for women is more appropriate way of describing it, I think. Oh, some people are cosplaying here. Interesting. So I think I can go. Yeah, I'll pass through here through the shade. Already 300 viewers. Great. Welcome everybody. Welcome. If there's any new viewers out there, I recommend that you read the FAQ in the video description, where you will find answers to many very, very commonly asked questions. Speaking of that, I need to pin it. There we go. Oh, Ultraman is here. That's interesting. Didn't know that. Pretty big one. Ah, thank you, S. Thank you for the super chat. Lots of people cosplaying in this park. I wonder why. I also wonder if I'm able to actually pass through here. Oh wow, even cosplayers in the Starbucks queue. Wonder if there's any special event going on or something. Also, I wonder if I can actually pass through here, or if I'm just heading towards a dead end. Yeah, here's the Sunshine 60 building. It's called 60 because it has 60 floors. Huh. Wonder what's going on here. I really don't know. Obviously some sort of cosplay event. But I need to take a look at a map and figure out if I'm actually able to pass. Looks like I should be. We shall soon find out. I haven't been to these kind of cosplay events in a very, very long time. I went to Comiket a few times many years ago. Question is, can I get down? Looks like there's some sort of tunnel or something down here. Thank you, Brad. Cosplay Outfit Fund. Thanks. That's a new one. That's a new one. But let's see. Maybe that should be my next project. A cosplay channel. Let's see if we can go down here. Hopefully. Now we're suddenly in some sort of shopping mall. Oops. I think I'm lost. But I know that you all love when I get lost, so let's just enjoy the moment. I guess I just need to take the escalators down. Also, signal in here might be a little bit wonky. You always ask me to go shoot. I unintentionally ended up doing so. You do for most of the places you need permission. Great. Are we back yet or not really? Maybe not. But looks like signal is getting stronger again. We should be back soon. So now it looks like we're streaming at full bandwidth again here at my end. So hopefully we're back. Great, we're back. Sorry about that. See, that's also one of the reasons why I generally don't shoot indoors, because you cannot trust the signal. So I hope that you're all still with me. I also hope that I'm walking in the right direction now. Let me check. Certainly don't want to arrive too late for my vaccine. Have I ever been to round one? Yes, many times. Before the pandemic hit, I used to go to round one frequently to play Dance Dance Revolution, which is one of my favorite games. But I haven't played it since, I guess, February or March last year. So maybe I can get back to it now once I'm fully vaccinated. Let's see, I think I can cross here. $350 people. Wow, nice. It looks like even though we had that little disruption. We didn't lose too many viewers. Great. Thanks for sticking around with me. Someone in the chat, Himolulu, loves DDR. Yeah, me too. Me too. I've been playing that game for I don't know how long now. Probably close to 20 years, which is kind of insane. I even owned the arcade cabinet when I was living back in Sweden. I ordered in my hometown. That's how much I loved that game, because there was no arcades in Sweden that had that game. So yeah, I had to take things into my own hands. How much does it cost to play? It's usually 100 yen per play, so one game is 3 or 4 songs. Usually 100 yen. Some arcades charge 200 yen though. Legend of Max, yeah. Well, Max 300 was my kind of song I was struggling with forever. Butterfly, that's a classic one as well. Yeah, many classical tracks in those games that still gives me lots of nostalgic feelings. Yeah, since most arcade machines only accept 100 yen coins, they cannot really charge anything else. It's either 100 yen or 200 yen. But with the music games that you can use, that gives you access to some special. So, did you ever go to the Kawasaki arcade before it closed? Yes, I did. I went there several times. You mean the Kawasaki warehouse, right? Yeah, I've been a couple of times. It's a really cool place. Yeah, did we get buffering again? That's not good. Looks like we're back to full force again now. Miyazaki, good luck with P2 Vax. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how I will handle it. Our signal died when I was talking about the DDR prices. So yeah, basically they have this kind of prepaid card that you can charge with money, and then when you use that one to play, you get access to some special features in the game, and you also get a little bit of a discount. But then they can set the price more freely, like sometimes you pay 140 yen or something for a play. So. Moderna vaccine? No, I'm getting Pfizer. So it's been exactly 3 weeks since I got my first shot, and here in Japan they're very strict, or not strict, but they really, like, since the manual says it's supposed to be 3 weeks between the shots, then yeah, they book you in 3 weeks later, even though there's some science saying that if you wait a bit longer you will get better protection. For how long have I been live? I've been live for 26 minutes now. So I'll probably be around for another half an hour or so. So I will follow these tracks. This is the Toden Arakawa line, which I know stops in front of Otsuka station. So I think I can just follow these tracks and I will end up at the right place. Yeah, mixing vaccines is not really something they do here in Japan either. In Sweden I think we do, but not here in Japan. In Canada they make us wait 8 weeks. Yeah, I think that used to be the case in Sweden as well initially, and then they lowered it to 6 weeks. And they should really do that here in Japan too, I think, because there's not enough vaccines, so they should prioritize getting the first shot to as many as possible. But yeah, that's not how they see things here. Do you still live in Ichikawa? No, I've never lived in Ichikawa. Yeah, I'm really happy that I managed to get vaccinated. By Japanese standards, it's been pretty quick for me actually. But it's, yeah, the whole booking system has been a really messy history here. Oh, hey Romel, haha, good to see you around. Do you still do photography tours? Yes and no. I mean, no one is able to travel here, so my client base is basically non-existent right now, but yeah, it's still something that I do offer. But I haven't done one. I've done a few portrait sessions in the last year, but nowhere near as many as I used to before the pandemic hit. Sheila, you just had 19 days between the shots. It's a little bit on the short end. Yes, Romel. Let me know if you ever come back here. That would be great. It's the name of the area. So we started in Ikebukuro, but now we're getting closer to Otsuka, which is the name of the station, a little bit further down this way. How often does natural disasters happen? Oh, often. This, I would say, several times every year. There's always some flood somewhere. Basically every summer there's some areas that get severe flooding. Earthquakes, severe earthquakes doesn't happen as often. There's smaller earthquakes often, but the country is very prepared for those, so they don't really cause any harm. Yeah, the last earthquake that caused some big major damage, I guess, was either the one in Osaka a few years ago or Kumamoto. And then of course there was the 2011 earthquake 10 years ago. Oh, nice shrine here. Let's see, what time is it? 35. I think we have some time to check this place out. Typhoons are happening several times every year, but they rarely cause any like major damage. I mean, sure, sometimes they do cause flooding. But here in Tokyo, typhoons generally, they lead to some train disruptions maybe, but that's usually about it. Nice shrine. Always nice to stumble across these quiet local shrines when on a walk. But yeah, basically, if you live here in Japan, natural disasters quickly become a kind of part of your life, at least compared to Sweden, where we hardly have any of those. Yeah, I don't think I will meet the drunk guy from yesterday today. I'm in a completely different part of town now, so unless he follows me, I don't think I will bump into him. I think this area, Otsuka, is relatively cheap for being on the Yamanote line. Prices around here are not that high. I have some friends who used to live around here. And it's a nice area. I like there's lots of streets like this with a vibrant local ambience. $400 viewers now. Yeah, I'm sorry, the chat is a little bit too active. I can't read it all. So apologize if I seem to ignore what you're saying. Did you have lunch? No lunch yet. I'm thinking if I should grab a quick bite before my vaccine shot, actually. Have you ever been up to Hachioji? Yeah, I passed Hachioji when I did the Chuo line walk. This last winter, I walked the Chuo line all the way from Tokyo Station to Takao. Obviously not in one go. Oh, this is a horrible noise. Yeah, I walked the entire Chuo line to Takao. So that time I passed Hachioji. You can still find that walk on my channel if you look. Is it your second dose? Yes, it is. It's my second dose. Oh, look! Haha, there's a Burger King. I think I will have a Burger King burger before my shot. But I still have a little bit more time, so let's walk around this area a little bit. Ah, thank you, Mad Russian. Free lunch money. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. So here you can see the trains passing. It's a Yamanote line train. What's a common Japanese lunch? Common Japanese lunch is usually consists. There's like a few things that are always present. One is rice, obviously. The other one is soup, usually miso soup. There's often also some pickles. Or some vegetables, depending a little bit on the season and what you're eating. And then there's the main dish, which can be anything from fish to meat to tofu. But yeah, there's this kind of Japanese set meal called teishoku, which always consists of those parts, like rice, soup, and a main dish. Tsukemono. Tsukemono is the Japanese word for pickles. I'm a big fan of tsukemono as well. I really like it. And no, I've never had any warnings for shooting video. I try to be careful and not offend people. And so far, so good, knock on wood. Now we're at this other side of the station. Wow, this is a cool building. I think I probably passed here last time as well, but I didn't take notice of this building. Pretty interesting design. Yeah, it looks like this entire area has been redeveloped relatively recently. It's quite nice. But one thing which isn't nice is to be in the sun. That drains my energy really quickly. So let's try to avoid that. Let's see if we can find some shade somewhere. It's summer, yes, indeed it is. It's the peak of summer. Or no, not really. August is the peak of summer here. August is the hottest month, the hottest and most humid month. This is still like the early part of summer, which is quite okay still. It gets worse. Usually in August we can have like days with like 37, 38 degrees. That, my friends, combined with really high humidity is not very enjoyable. Is deodorant difficult to find? That's a common problem here in Japan, yes. The selection is pretty small, and a lot of the deodorants here are pretty weak. I don't know how much truth there is, but they say that Japanese people have less body odor than Westerners. I'm not sure how much truth there is to that, but maybe that would explain why it's why the deodorants here are so weak. But there are some kind of international brands as well, and of course you can always find it if you look around. So Korea. Why should I go to Korea? Recommend rice bowl shop Bongo. Okay, is that around here? $444 people watching now. Great. Oops, here's a streetcar coming. Look, it's so cute. I wish there were more streetcars in Tokyo. Streetcars are awesome. They just change the atmosphere so much. And it's always for the better. And yes, if you are watching this and haven't pressed the like button yet, then it would be very, very nice if you could do so. That's one of the easiest way to support my channel. If you think it deserves your support, that is, of course. Yeah, modern streetcars. We have those in Sweden too. But I don't know if they're as cool. I think they're more like, I don't know, I don't know. I like them better when they're a bit old-fashioned, like this one. But they're probably not the most effective way to shuffle people around, especially when they're that small. Yeah, the buildings on this street looks a bit more run down. Ah. Okay, green lights. San Francisco has streetcars too. Yeah, that's right. I've never been to San Francisco, but I would really like to go there sometime. It seems like a super nice city, except the housing prices. But other than that, it seems like a very nice place. Any plan for working in some countryside in this summer? Not really, no. I will probably go to Sweden soon. So I will be in the Swedish countryside, but not so much in the Japanese countryside anytime soon, I'm afraid. It's good to hear that you want to see more countryside walks, but the sad reality is that countryside walks, unfortunately, aren't really worth it for me, which is sad. I would love to do more videos from the countryside, but the sad truth is that most people don't watch those videos. My viewers seem to prefer Tokyo and Tokyo only, which is a bit of a bummer, but makes no sense for me to pay a lot to travel to other parts of Japan just to make videos that no one watches. Sadly. Am I planning to get the vaccine passport? Yes, I do. I do plan to go on Monday actually and apply for it. They open up the applications on Monday, so I plan to go there and apply for it then. Have you been to Shirakawa-go? Yes, I have. I haven't filmed any video from Shirakawa-go though. I went there before I started this channel. But yes, I've been. It's a nice place. Switzerland people speak German. I'm not from the Switzerland, but as far as I know, yes, Switzerland has several official languages, and German is one of them. Geo, this is a nice little chain. They sell used video games. It's always fun to check them out. And Book of course, also very nice. Also very nice. Italian, German and French, yes. And then I think they have one more official language, right? I don't know the English name for it, and it's not a very widely spoken one, but I think it is official language. Like, yeah, I don't know the English name of that language, just know the Swedish name. Anyway, 45-minute stream so far, yes. And I think I have to wrap things up soon if I'm gonna have time to inhale a burger before my shot. My shot is in 25 minutes, and I should be there a few minutes earlier, I guess. So yeah, it's gonna be a very short stream today. Sorry about that. I wish I had more time so that I could keep on walking and do a beer break and all those other things that I prefer to do, but yeah. In Heidelberg, yes. By that I mean that I eat very quickly because I don't have much time. What are the little rainbow signs on all the shops? Oh, that's actually a good question. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, this one, right? You mean this one? This is actually kind of a city, like it's distributed by the city of Tokyo to shops that adhere to certain coronavirus guidelines. So shops that are kind of judged to be safe in terms of COVID. Like, yeah, they have measures in place to reduce the risk of COVID transmission. That's what that rainbow sign is. But yeah, whoops, apologies in advance for the short stream, but I hope you enjoyed it. A short stream is better than no stream, I guess. And we'll see. If this shot doesn't knock me out, I will try to stream tomorrow, but it all depends on how I feel. I'm not gonna go out and do it if I have a fever or if I feel unwell. Oh, there's a freshness burger here as well. I think I will go for freshness then. Anyway, that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye! Hej då! Auf Wiedersehen! Mata ne!